Let's go ahead and throw a custom Cowl intake on my 99 Miata. JK, it's already installed, has been installed for 5 years, but we do need to replace the filter, which is right there. Show you a little bit about what we got going on, just in case anybody is looking into a Cowl intake. So if you know anything about the NB Miatas, or NAs I guess as well, there is what's called the Randall Cowl intake. I think there's the V2 out now as well, which essentially is just utilizing your stock intake tubing, your stock intake box, which sits right around here somewhere, and then there's a snorkel that connects into the box and goes out through the firewall. It's like a carbon fiber, looks really pretty, really nice. But that's carbon fiber right there too, so you can't hate. But goes through the firewall, just like I've got here, and then sucks in, theoretically, cold air from the outside of the car versus hot air from the headers, which are literally right there. Went ahead and got a generic intake for the NB Miatas. I just got it for the tubing. This is a 2-piece, came with a coupler right here, but you can get one that's just, you know, the entire full length 1-piece tube. Gonna use your MAF sensor. And then this intake came with just a cold air cone filter that set right here and sucked in hot air and was stupid. So toss that out of the way. You go ahead and buy yourself an enclosed filter on Amazon. So this one I'll link in the description. It's about $35. The problem is they don't sell it individually. So they sell it with the filter itself. Keep getting this stupid thing in the way. They sell it with the filter itself, so it's carbon fiber. This little accordion style tube, and then all the couplers and the brackets for it as well, or the tie down here. So you got the filter, you got the new tube, and then let's do this with one hand without scratching up as I bang it onto the, so look at that. Fresh carbon fibre. So the reason you go with the enclosed filters, it's gotta be two-way induction. So I'll show you when we take this one off, but really it is just a cone filter inside this cylinder. So there's a cone filter on there, the cylinder encloses everything, and then the air sucks from here. So this is just, you know, you're not gonna get any water because people are gonna be like, oh, how are you not sucking in water? I'll close the hood for you here in a second, but this comes up and it sits up off this part. So when water runs down, if water does get into this channel, it's not gonna fall because there's all this extra space underneath of the hole. You will get some leaves sucked in there. So you gotta take, you know, everything apart every once in a while, which is what I'm doing right now, and clean it out or replace the filter and you're good to go. So I'll check this accordion hose, make sure there's nothing stuck in it, but I really don't feel like replacing it all with the new one, maybe at another point in time, because I've got it a screw kind of just in through the top here. Let's see, I'll pull this off. It's just a small screw right there that holds it from sliding. So now this should just pop off. I think it's gonna be easier than it is, of course. But with all the heat and everything, oh, come on. Oh, it's not gonna come off easy for me. Well, I have to replace the hose anyway. All right, so I got the hose off here. Not too bad on the inside. One time I took this thing off and there was a microfiber rag stuck in the tube and I heard some weird noises, so I ended up taking it apart, and I must have left a rag right on the windshield, and when I went for a drive or something, it sucked it in, which is kind of hilarious. All right, so there she is in the light. You can see better maybe from the other side. See the cone. Let's see what's all in here. We got a couple leaves. That's the only bad thing about this is once the leaves are stuck, they're trapped. So with a regular filter, the leaves will fall off the cone. The only thing you really have to be cognizant of here is which way you put the filter, because it is directional. And since it's enclosed, you got to look inside and be like, oh, there is the inside of my cone, so I know the airflow needs to go this direction. So you want this pointing towards where your air is coming from, the inside of the cone going back towards the intake. So once you get it all buttoned up, new filter on, new hose on, you gotta bend this hose into an oval shape so you can fit it through the firewall. And you'll see that when I cut the hole in the firewall, I put this little piece of sealant on there. It's just actually like a piece of door sealant that's set around the edge so it doesn't get all cut up. That's the shape that you have to do, even for the Randall intake, because you got the brake line sitting right there in your way. Actually, that's the clutch line. Yeah, it's a clutch line. So you can't bend that, so you got to just work around it. Hence the oval shape. Through the firewall, you're good to go. As far as airflow goes, yes, the distance traveled is much farther than if it was just coming from right here. And then this accordion tube isn't necessarily ideal, so I'd love to find kind of like a 35, 45 degree angle, I guess, that would come all the way through and I could bend it at the end. But this is really only extended 6 inches here, 2 inches, 2.5 here, and the rest of it's all scrunched up in the middle. So it's really just coming in straight through, quick little corner, and then all the way. Any power gains? Nothing noticeable, which means no. But it does sound good. It adds to the miles per gallon, which is a lot in these cars, as we all know. And it ain't hurting anything. So it's been on there for 5 years. Knock on wood. See what happens next under the hood. There's not too much going on, but we'll do a full walk around of the Miata. What else we got going on? Because we got wheels and tires, lightweight wheels and tires, suspension coilovers, got the roll bar here in the back, got the Murad seats inside, got some other stuff going on. So anyway, I think it's gonna do it for this one. I'll do a sound review at some point as well, so you get an idea of what this thing sounds like. Put the microphone like right there or something. Sounds pretty cool. Kind of get used to it after a while, but anyway, that's gonna be it for this one. I'll see you in the next one.